Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, and I'm going to jump right here to 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. With that, I'm going to say, Kahaloyam La, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's what I just said. And then I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of DMS for teaching me nothing but 100% truth. And shalom to you, Akim, that's believing in this truth, pushing this truth through the four winds of this world. And shalom to you, very few Aqua that's listening and learning. It's your brother Ahmad out of Jacksonville, Florida, coming back, Lord willing, with an edifying video. So I titled this one, Keep Watch Over Your Daughters, because, man, there's just so much going on. Like I said, it's kind of hard to keep up, but it's just a lot going on, man. And now we're in those evil days, man, evil times, and you don't want to be caught out here slacking, as far as in not repenting, not praying over yourself, anything, not just for yourself, for the brothers, for the Akim, the Aqua, for the children, for your own household. You know what I'm saying? Because these people don't understand what's going on, right? But anyway, I'm going to start off what inspired this lesson. Let's jump right into it. And more, man, hey, these judgments, they be going out. Now, this is from March 28th, 2014, but it says 10 years later, where is Relisha Rudd? Relisha Rudd, a young little girl that went missing, and they still haven't found her to this day. This is, matter of fact, 10 years ago, because we're in 2024. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch this, and we're going to jump right into it.
And come back home to your mother safely and unharmed. And I love you. And when you do return back, and if you do return back unharmed, you will never, ever go with anybody else. You will be next to my side at all times.
They say he's armed, that he's dangerous. He's wanted by the FBI. Khalil Tatum wanted in connection with the murder of his wife, wanted in the disappearance of 8-year-old Relisha Rudd.
He bought my daughter a fish tank, but I stopped it there. No more gifts.
DC General needs to be, I don't know, they need to really do a really thorough background check with these workers.
Sources tell News 4 Relisha's mom had allowed Tatum to take Relisha weeks ago, not suspecting he would hurt her.
The minute people saw that beautiful little girl's face, there were people in DC who could think of nothing else.
But quite honestly, the little girl looked like she done been through a lot in this picture, man. Because, a picture says, what they say, a picture tells 1,000 words. This little girl, like, she was going through it at the house, man. She done seen some stuff, And when you look at her mom, her mom is just through, haven't got herself together. So, she have children and put her trauma on her children,
else except to find out where she was. Her picture was everywhere. Her on every TV story, on telephone polls, on everywhere. Everyone was sharing it on social media. It was the search for her was something that Washingtonians, people from this area who were living here 10 years ago, you say her name, they immediately know what you're talking about.
My relationship with Relisha, it was good. It was like, even though she wasn't my biological child, it was like, it's hard. It's really hard, but it was special in its own way. She was a real sweetheart.
Bring her home! Bring her home!
We can no longer turn a blind eye to this issue of missing people of color around the country. 40% of the missing population are Black and brown people.
It had been almost a month since she had attended classes, but sources tell us this is not the first time officials knew of problems with the little girl's family.
This family was under the supervision of Child and Family Services. So this child should not have gone missing.
Doreen, why was this guy at a DC hotel? And why did he have this little girl with him?
I think as we look at Relicia's story, we can ask ourselves, okay, what other Relicias are out there? And what am I doing to prevent this from happening?
The significance of this section of the Anacostia is that we are directly downstream from Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens. That is where the search for 8-year-old Relicia Rudd has been focused for days.
We have to continue to hold her in our collective hearts and make sure that we do everything that we can do to prevent another child from going through what she did.
The search for Relicia Rudd resumes tomorrow morning.
Relicia's stepfather among those speaking through tears.
I just want my baby back. Yeah, I got hope, but I'm preparing for the worst, but I'm praying for the best.
Stop that.
I got hope. My son believes she's alive. And this is coming from my brother.
RELISHA.
This is a confusing and disturbing story that spans both the district and Prince George's County. And at the center of it is an 8-year-old girl, with big, beautiful brown eyes. You can see her there.
I remember being called to a scene of a homicide in Prince George's County at a motel in mid-March of that year. And we were told by Prince George's County Police that there was a deceased woman inside there. And through the next days and weeks, we learned this astonishing story of the disappearance of this little 8-year-old girl, Relicia Rudd.
Late this morning, a distraught man, seen here in a red jacket, identified himself to officers as Relicia's father and spoke to them about what was going on.
So when everything hit the fan, that's when I found out that she was really missing. You know, like, it was just in disbelief at that point. Like, she really missing?
Oh my God, your baby. How can you go to sleep?
Shamika told us that she was in Georgia with her teacher.
The family says Relicia's mom always had a reason to explain why the girl wasn't around. Relicia wasn't reported missing until Wednesday, when Payne Elementary School alerted police. Investigators say Relicia may now be with a man named Khalil Tatum, who works at a shelter where Relicia and her mom were living.
I want to know why Shamika telling us so many different stories about the case and not being honest.
My family had their own corporate contract, and we would get work, and we would go in and out of town, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, etc., to do hotels and people houses and Airbnbs and office buildings. You know, we had big contracts, so it would take weeks for us to do the work. So in around the town, this stuff was happening back in DC. I was out of town, so I really didn't know what was going on. So I got back home.
Linked to the girl's disappearance, this man, 51-year-old Khalil Tatum, the janitor at the homeless shelter, seen here walking down a hotel corridor with Relicia back on February 26th after police say Relicia's mother gave her daughter to Tatum.
He didn't look like that type of person. He looked like a good person.
Oh, boy.
The way he played with everybody, kids, the way he did his job, it's all in the man's hands above us.
What?
And that's one thing that man above us don't play with, is fools and babies. And my 8-year-old daughter, she is a baby.
First, we want to tell you.
So y'all pretty much hear it, man. You know, because now go down here. When you go down here and watch this, to the comments, it says the mom failed her daughter and needs to be held accountable, which is right. Trauma shouldn't allow you to just give your child to a grown man, right? Because when you listen to the rest of that, this story, you know, you can look this up right here. The lady who they had talking about the situation is like, she's giving pity on the whole family, talking about they all went through trauma. Bull crap, man. When you growing up and you're going through so much and you see it, if anything, you're supposed to want to be better than what you're seeing what's going on in your household, you know? And this is why he inspired this lessons that is very important that a father is in the household, and he's keeping watch of his, if you got, children as a whole, but daughters, because this wouldn't happen if the father was in the household, man. This wouldn't have happened if the father was in the household. But it says she sold her daughter to trafficking. She needs to be in jail. So people already kind of pretty much realize what's going on. I'm here, stepdad. Yeah, that's what he said at the end of the video. It blows my mind that the stepfather said, yeah, the mom sold her to a janitor for crack. Shake my head. The mom is 100% guilty. Right. She was no mother. A mother would never. Her mother felt her point blank. Yeah, so see, you got Jake's down here going in. But see, like I said, this is what happens when there's not a man in the household, man. And this is the worst thing that when you lay down, man, as a man, these are the things that brothers that have daughters or have wives, children, sons as well, are included. Because nowadays it doesn't matter, son or daughter, they getting taken. And these are the matters in the man's mind that, we pray to Yahweh Hashem Shai that he's really with us, that he protects us, he protects our family, our households. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going through a man's mind all day. Man's mind all day, man. It's very important. Let me get this. I want to get this. And I got another video to correspond that what you just seen. Let me get this. We'll pull this up here. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus Sirach 42. In the Good News Translation, we're going to just jump down here, verse 9. And I put it in the Good News Translation so it's more plain where you can understand. But it says fathers and daughters. You see the title, fathers and daughters. It says, although he will not let his daughter know it, a father will lie awake at night worrying about her. Right? See? A father, worries. He lies awake at night, just sitting in bed, praying while your ribs sleep, your children sleep. Man, praying to Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what I'm saying? Praying that he will have mercy on him, spare him and his household, his daughter. Especially if you got a daughter, that man got to worry about if another dude, if she, especially if his daughter is a teenager, got to worry about if she's lusting after dudes. You know what I'm saying? She on bad websites or anything. If she messing with the wrong crowd, there's a lot of stuff that goes through a man's mind, man. Right? It says, if she is young, he worries that she might not get married. Right? That's another thing. She might not get married. Right? That's another thing that goes through a man's mind. Especially if his child rebellious, if she haughty, right? Worry about if she might not get married. Worry about if she might turn out to be a hoe. You just never know, man. It says if she is already married, he worries about her happiness. Right? It says if she already married, he worries. Yeah, because we don't know if that man that she married is going to be suitable for her. We don't know if the man that she so-called picked for herself is going to take care of her, put his hands on her, be able to be that good man, right? It says if she is a virgin, he worries that she might be seduced and become pregnant while living in his house. If she is married, he worries that she might be unfaithful or that she might not be able to have children. Right? See? That's the worst thing on this end for women. Women that, they're here, but they can't even bear children. But see, the fathers be worried about that too for their daughters. Because it's serious, man. As we can't stress it enough, man. These are serious times that we are in. These people out here snatching and grabbing. They are snatching and grabbing out here, man. And that's why you got to really be prayed up. Verse 11, it says, keep a close watch over your daughter. If she determines to have her own way, if you don't, she may make a fool of you in front of your enemies, right? Because a lot of these a lot of these so-called black women, so-called Spanish women, Puerto Ricans, so-called Mexicans, so-called what is it? Haitians, Jamaicans, you know, they they don't understand when they're foolish outside of their household. They make their father, because you know, like when you take your children to school and they be showing out bad, the first thing the people think is, oh, they got bad upbringing, they got bad parents. Their parents just let them do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They make the household look like it's a fool. It ain't no discipline. It ain't no stability there. See, a lot of women don't think like that, because a lot of women that's raising these single households, they teach. Only thing a woman can teach a woman is how to manipulate, how to, you know. And yeah, if she's a, you know, if the shoe fits, let it wear it. But if not, you know, it doesn't apply. So yeah, you got women that can teach, you know, their little girls, you know, how to do this and how to do that. So we're not talking about those women. We're talking about majority of women that's in the world. All they're going to teach their daughters is get in the bag, you know, how to get a wig, get eyelashes, how to finesse the dude. That's what they push in pop culture today, man. So it says, verse 11, keep a close watch over your daughter, and she is determined to have her own way. If you don't, she may make a fool of you in front of your enemies. You will be a constant joke to everyone in town. And look at Israel as a whole, man. Look at our women. They say you can tell a nation by their women. Look at our women. They have made a whole fool out of us, man. Us men, we are embarrassed. Because it says in the scriptures that the woman is the man's glory. Look at what the man's glory is supposed to be. Look at our glory. They're out of their minds. They're beasts. They're gone. They're gone, man. It says you will be a constant joke to everyone in town, a public disgrace. Make sure that her room has no widows or any place where she can look out to the entrance of her house. Don't let her show off her beauty in front of men or spend her time talking with the women. Women hurt other women just as moths damage clothing. Right, see? A man's wickedness is better than a woman's goodness. See? A man's wickedness is better than a woman's goodness. Women bring shame and disgrace. Right, that's 2/3 women. They bring nothing but shame and disgrace. Because they don't repent, they don't care nothing about their heritage, they don't care nothing about Yahweh Shai, they don't care nothing about their duties of being a woman. They was created to be a helpmate. Meanwhile, they don't want to hear that. They only want to care and help themselves. To the point, those that have the 2/3 women that have children, they don't even care about them, because you got more stories coming out how women leave their children at home and they be going on vacation for weeks. Women leaving their babies in cars. You know, women's giving their children to just anybody. Just like this woman here, she gave her child to the janitor. And rumor is she sold her for crack. Right? That's the rumor, that she sold her for crack. So, you know, this is what we men, this is what we think about all the time, man. Because you just never know what you're getting. Now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play this video. Let me go back. Now watch this.
They told me that my daughter was missing. Khalil was a janitor who worked at the shelter. Khalil was a suspect after they found his.
Oh, my bad too, y'all. This is on it says update. This was 2 years ago. The disappearance of Relisha Rod, you know, the Steve Wacko show. Everybody know this show. You know, he pretty much got promoted from Jerry Springer. I think he was one of their Jerry Springer security guard at the time on Jerry Springer. Then he broke off and got his own show. But this is on his show. But just listen to this foolishness, man.
His wife deceased in a hotel. An anonymous tip, it led the police to the park. They found Khalil.
Eve, man, she looked off. Look at her appearance, man. When you go back to the old video, she looked like she was dyke. She looked like she was sprung out on drugs. And she still had that same look. These wigs ain't saving you.
Body. The authorities are saying that he died from apparent suicide. They are saying that Khalil plays a role in this by kidnapping my daughter. When I saw the footage of Khalil and my daughter walking down a hotel hallway, that made my mouth drop.
I was informed that my stepdaughter was missing on the 19th. That's the day I found out. That's when the world found out.
Antonio, you know I didn't have anything to do with my daughter's disappearance. Why would you come out your mouth like that?
You don't act like a mother that was grieving. They got an 8-year-old child missing. I never seen you cry.
Oh, you've seen me cry.
I never seen you
cry.
What do you believe happened to your daughter?
When I called a family member up, she didn't make it to the destination where she was supposed to go at. She was supposed to be going to the emergency room.
Who was taking her there?
My mother.
How did you not know that she had been missing for 18 days?
I didn't have any contact.
You see that?
Why not?
You see that? She didn't have any. See, man, that's why all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. A careless woman, man. This is what you see in your face on your screen. This is a careless woman. She didn't care about her child. Look at his face, man. His face tells it all. Keep listening. I want you to keep listening, man.
I didn't have a phone.
This janitor.
She didn't have a phone. Wow.
Seen the video. What was your relationship with him? Khalil.
I didn't have a relationship with him. He had a relationship with a family member of mine.
Do you believe that your daughter had something to do with your granddaughter's disappearance? You do.
I believe.
And that's
your daughter's adamant that you gave
I know.
your granddaughter
Tell her to
to.
take a lie detector test. I took it.
Well, that's why I'm here.
You came here, took a lie detector test, and
That's
we
why
asked
I'm
you.
here.
Did you participate in any way in the disappearance of Relisha? You answered no. Have you ever had any sexual physical contact with Relisha? You answered no. Did you ever strike any of your children, leaving marks or bruises? You answered no. The results came back the same to each and every question, and they came back that Antonio told the truth. Melissa, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you participate in any way in the disappearance of your granddaughter? You answered no. Did you give your granddaughter to Khalil Tatum around the time of her disappearance? You answered no, and the results came back that you, Melissa, told the truth.
Your turn. Your turn.
You don't have to take a test, but you're not eliminating yourself as a suspect in the disappearance
Let
of
me
your
tell
daughter.
you something.
You, I believe, had something to do with her disappearance. After the show aired, thousands of people took to social media condemning Shamika for not taking a lie detector test. It's been 3 years since her appearance on my show, and now she is joining us virtually. When you watch the clips of being on the show, what do you feel about it?
I don't feel no type of way about it because I'm a strong individual.
What's your reaction to the people that wrote the comments about you?
I don't have.
And see, this is what pride, forward mouth is, man. Pride. No type of accountability, man, at all. No type of accountability.
I have to let the whole world know what I am doing for my daughter. If they want to know if I'm currently active on my daughter's case, yes, I am. I talked to the new detective that's on there, but I don't have to let the world know that.
We asked you to take a lie detector test. You refused 3 years ago to take it. If you were here now when we offered it to you, would you take it?
No, I wouldn't take it because why would I put my trust into a machine, Steve? That machine is not going to help me find my daughter. All that go take a lie detector test to clear your name out for what?
There is a doubt about you and what you know. And I think that if you did take a lie detector test, at least that part would be eliminated if you passed a lie detector test.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Is there any new leads in your daughter's case?
There's been a couple of leads that turned out to be bogus leads.
Do you believe Antonio was involved with the disappearance of your daughter?
Yes, I do.
You see that?
Why do you say that?
It's the way he come off at me, like.
The way he come off, so he got something to do with your daughter disappearance because the way he come off at you. You see how women manipulate and they put that thing back on you? But just keep listening. We don't have too much longer in this video. Just keep listening, man. It's just the wickedness of a woman, man. They wicked. 2/3 of Hebrew Israelite women, right? Of all the tribes, man. Shoot, you know, especially Judah. Judah is the head tribe. So the Judite woman, they are the worst, man.
Worrying about the things you need to be worried about. You too busy worried about me, what I'm doing.
Have you had any communication with Antonio since you were on the show?
I have not had any communications with him at all.
Your ex Antonio is here, VCC. Let's bring him out.
I don't get it with you. Because
You don't
you're
have
so mad at
anything to
me.
say to me.
You're so mad at me because I keep Relisha's name out there. I keep her relevant.
Who are you to tell anybody to stop talking about my daughter, Antonio?
At the end of the day, I'm going to always be there for Relisha. I was more of a parent to her than you was. You have not been talking to the detectives. I know, because I've been a contact
You don't
with them.
know.
And
You
trust
don't
me,
know.
believe me, they got new leads and they are coming closer to your ass.
I know that.
Why is it so important to you that you don't want me out here keep a Relisha story out here? Because at the end of the day, you're not doing it.
You still are actively looking for Relisha?
All day, every day, Steve. I'm never going to stop despite what she said.
You never was a father. I'm sorry to say that, but I hate your ass with my stinking ass gut.
Do you believe
that
Relisha is still alive?
I got mixed feelings now.
You took a lie detector test. Shamika's mother took a lie detector test. I asked Shamika if she would take another lie detector test. She still refuses to.
I don't understand why she won't take it. Me personally, I think she's scared to take it because it's going to prove that she know more than what she's saying.
And because of this incident with Relisha, you have 2 children with Shamika, right? And they were taken away. What's the status with those 2 children now?
Unfortunately, they still in foster care, but just take it one day at a time. I think that's my punishment for just not being the protector that Relisha thought I was for her. So that's like my biggest regret, Steve. Just not, protecting her. My theory is Shamika handed over Relisha in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that she got herself into a situation that she didn't know how to get out of. And in result, Relisha paid the price for it.
I think the big red flag in this story is that there was an 18-day period where Shamika had no idea where her daughter was, made no effort to have any contact with her daughter.
I believe because she was hiding something.
Now, Shamika has left our conference call. Why do you think she's upset that you're looking for her daughter still?
Because I don't believe her.
Have you heard of any major developments in the case?
But that just told that they got new leads and they was getting close to bringing Shamika in for question.
I do think there's some very suspicious behavior on Shamika's part again. And then the guy who ends up killing himself.
When I found out the day that Relisha was missing, Khalil, he was still at the shelter. Long story short, I said, Khalil, they saying you got Relisha, the police officer is looking for you, you need to go up there and talk to him. He turned around and said, Mr. Antonio, I'm not trying to keep your daughter, I'm gonna bring her back. Those are the last words Khalil told to me.
Do you believe that there was some relationship between Khalil and Shamika?
Yeah, I do. I always did.
This would be just god-awful. Could Shamika have took money from Khalil for Relisha?
I'm not gonna say for Relisha because the sex trafficking was ruled out in her case, but I believe Shamika have received money and other accolades from Khalil. Yes.
If Relisha somehow watched this show, what would you say to her?
Relisha, Daddy love you. I'm gonna keep fighting for you. I'm looking. I never gave up, and we'll be.
Now, anyway, it's crazy, man, because see. The crazy part about it, man, is he's just a stepdad, right? He's just a stepdad, but he's got two other children from the same woman. So pretty much the Relisha girl, and his 2 younger daughters, they pretty much they all share the same mom. They share the same mom. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatah, brother Yahweh. Shalom, brother Damawathia. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatah. And Shalom, brother Azaria. Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatah. But yeah. Hey, I get this. 1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brother, and the time is short, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Right? Because see, man, on this end, Eve is just evil, man. Eve is wicked. And it's just crazy how she ain't taking no lie detector test, but dude took one, her mama took one, but she ain't take one. So to be honest, believe it or not, you can't help but go with what everybody saying in the comments. Yeah, you sold your child for crack, whatever reason, and she played a part. And like he said, now the case done got to a point where they're getting ready to bring her in for questioning. But see, like I said, this is the whole. Us men, we always worried about we always worried about our daughters. We always worried about our wives, our sons. Always, man. While everybody in the household sleep, that's what we be praying to Yahweh Shem Shai not to happen. Because it's just that important. It's serious, man. It's serious. So, and let me say this too. Thwada too. Thwada. That video, let me get it. This video, it's just for education purposes. It's not for clout. I get no type of money from it, but it's just for education purposes. Gotta say that because YouTube, they will strike it if not. But that's why it's important, man, and it's serious. Because if you don't pray before you leave your house, if you're not praying over your family, man, this can happen. And believe it or not, nothing is strange. Believe it or not, that was that little girl's judgment back on earth. There's nothing goes off track. That's judgment from Yahweh Shem Shai. That's judgment. And it's so sad that dude had to be caught up in the middle of that, messing with a wicked woman. The scripture tell you, having a wicked woman is like holding a scorpion. You're constantly going to be stoned. She constantly got, as the scriptures tell you in Ecclesiastes, 7:26, there's nothing in her hands but bands and nets. So she always got traps, So you got to, man, pray over your household, keep watch over your daughters, keep them, you got to keep them in because this world is getting crazy. We are in wicked times, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying video. Pray this was edifying. May the blessing lesson be on your brothers, sisters' households. Pray over yourself, but pray over your household, man. Pray over your family. You got daughters, you got sons, you got a rib. Hey, pray over them. You got yourself, pray over yourself, man. Because, it's not just even children. Women and men coming up missing too. That organ and liver business, that stuff is real, man. So, pray to Yahweh Shem Shai to have mercy on you and keep you from all these things that's going on, transpiring on the earth. So, Lord willing, edifying lesson. To then, Shalom.